Hello? Dynamite Chicken, hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello, how's it going?
Hello? Are you here to
How's
have
it going?
Hello, Dynamite Chicken. Are you here to have a serious discussion about veganism? Hello? Dynamite Chicken?
Alright. Can you hear me now?
Yeah?
Okay, how you doing?
Good, good, good. Are you here to have a serious discussion about veganism?
I don't care. I am driving at the moment, so I've got maybe 5-10 minutes to talk.
Okay, cool, cool. So, are you a vegan?
I am not.
You are not? You are not? Okay, so why are you not a vegan?
I do not believe in the core tenets of veganism to really consider myself a vegan.
Okay,
what?
The what?
I do not believe in the core tenets of veganism to really consider myself as a vegan.
Can you be more specific?
Yeah. The claim that it is a moral obligation not to kill animals.
Mm-hmm.
So, right, and why is that? Like,
Why do I
why,
not believe?
yeah, why do you believe it is morally permissible to take the life of a conscious being?
I don't see why it wouldn't be for an animal.
Because they can be harmed, and they are psychologically connected to life, meaning that their perspective can change for either better or worse. And if we are inflicting purposeful harm on those animals when we don't need to, that is at least prima facie immoral. It's morally impermissible.
Okay, so I believe that you can kill and utilize an animal, but you don't want to torture it.
But that's exactly what happens in the dairy industry as well as slaughterhouses.
Not necessarily.
Okay.
Can you explain how raping an animal and forcefully impregnating them until they're no longer useful is not cruelty? Because how is that not torture? How is that not torture?
What happens in the slaughterhouse, right? So these animals aren't tortured before they're killed.
I'm talking in respect to both the dairy industry and the slaughterhouse.
Wait.
And I'm not
Okay,
sure
so how is it tortured in the slaughterhouse?
Okay, wait. First of all, who do you eat?
Who do I eat?
Yeah, who do you eat?
Anything?
Anyone. So you eat chickens, for example?
So I wouldn't really call them any ones.
What? You might...
I wouldn't call it, I wouldn't consider them people. Like, there's a delineation between man and beast.
Okay, I didn't say animals are people. Okay, so what...
Well, you consider any one, and who do you eat? You're inferring you're giving these animals personhood.
No, well, they are someone.
No, I wouldn't say that they're someone.
Okay.
Why not? I mean, they're...
Because I would, like I said, I believe that there is a delineation between man and beast, and to call them someone
but you don't...
or people would be granting them personhood, and I don't think they're on the same level as people.
Okay, and I'm asking, what specific trait do you think gives humans more values than animals?
Well, do you believe it's okay for a human to kill an animal? Or for an animal to kill an animal?
No, I don't.
No.
When did we say that?
No.
I'm just completely strawmanning us.
I think it's supposed to be like a lead up to an analogy, probably.
Yeah. We never said it was okay for other animals to kill other animals, bro. Stop strawmanning us.
Well, I mean, why wouldn't you say it's okay for them to kill other animals?
Well, can you give an example?
Wait, I'm asking you to either get to the point, or can you just name a trait that gives humans personhood, but animals are not deserving of personhood? That was the original question. So I'm not sure how this relates to my question, and don't try to stray away from the point.
I'm not straying away from the point.
Yeah,
the point
so I'm
is,
asking.
no,
I'm asking you.
Okay, I'm going to tell you what the point is. The point is why it is. There is a delineation between man and beast. It is morally acceptable for an animal to kill an animal, and it is morally acceptable for a man to kill an animal.
Okay,
Under
so
what circumstances? So we should legalize murder.
I wouldn't be calling it murder either, because murder implies that you're killing another person.
look,
That's
Dynamite,
exactly
Dynamite.
what I'm referring to. You said it was okay for. You said it was morally acceptable for a man to kill man. So that's exactly what I was referring to. I was referring to murder under the law.
Maybe I broke out. I'm driving right now, so my service is kind of shoddy. I said man can kill an animal, and an animal can kill an animal.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, okay. And the
For a
question,
man.
wait, and the questions that we're about to ask you is going to explore that. Wait, let me just make it clear, okay?
Okay.
Okay. If I was to take a human, put them in a truck, send them to a slaughterhouse, put them in a little box, shoot them in the head, hang them upside down, stab them in the throat, drain them of their blood, tear their skin off, rip their insides out, chainsaw them in half, dunk them in a tank full of scalding dask, in a scalding tank full of boiling water, blaze them through an inferno, cut them up into pieces and eat them, would that be ethical under your view?
Well, first of all, it was no whenever you said person. So that whole string.
No. If we did that to a human being, would that be ethical?
Or human, right? That's it. No.
Would
you
that-
cut the line off a human being. That's it.
Okay,
no.
so
I
you
said
think
no.
it's bad for a human, but for a cow, that's perfectly okay, right?
It is acceptable, right? Because I draw a line between humans and animals.
Okay,
I do
so
not-
humans are animals. Humans are animals.
No, they're not.
Yes, yes, we are.
Are you
Idiot.
Okay.
Okay, so humans.
Humans
do
are mammals and mammals are animals. I mean, this is biology 101.
Yeah.
Okay, so
yeah,
can you judge moral or immoral
Okay,
actions
but
on
wait.
animals?
I think we are getting away from the point here. The original question to you was what trait humans have that animals do not that makes humans deserving of personhood and animals
I'm
not. That was the
explaining
original
it's,
question. And I
morality.
have wait. I didn't cut you off while you were speaking, so I appreciate the same respect. Thank you. So that is the original question. I don't know what you are discussing. Like, how does that relate to the question?
It's morality. That's the answer.
Morality.
So you're. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Humans have to follow morality and moral law, right? Animals do not.
Okay. So I would have to disagree with what you're saying. Are you saying like a capacity to like have morality? Because there's multiple studies showing that animals do have capacity for morality. Or are you saying like a capacity to understand morality?
The capacity to have a moral law. I mean, we have to follow a moral law.
Yeah, and I'm
It
saying
implies
that
that
there
you
are
should
studies
follow a
that
moral law, right?
and I'm saying that there are studies that show that animals are capable of that to some degree. So,
Okay, so what about the animals that aren't capable of it, or animals that commit immoral
I would still
acts?
argue
Can we
that
kill those?
I would still argue no, because I disagree with your definition of personhood.
Okay. So dynamite. Okay, so there's a difference between moral agency and moral responsibility, right? There's moral agency, which is your ability to know right from wrong. So a baby lacks the ability to know right from wrong, so they might swing their arm and hit you, for example, right? But okay, please mute yourself when you're not talking, because there's a lot of noise.
Yeah, as I said, I'm driving, so I'm not going to be able to switch back and forth with you.
Don't drive on the phone, my guy. Just okay.
Hey, it's Bluetooth. It's
What?
Bluetooth, right?
It's what?
Everything's hands-free now. It's Bluetooth. We're all hands-free.
Look,
got you in my
okay,
earbuds.
whatever. Okay, so a baby without moral agency might hit someone, right? But that baby still has moral value,
Right.
so that doesn't mean that we gotta hit them back, because just because they can't conceptualize right versus wrong, that doesn't mean they don't deserve moral treatment, right? That doesn't mean they don't have moral value, okay? So say, for example, there was a human being who could not Say there was a human being who could not conceptualize morality to any greater degree than a pig could, would it be okay to dump them in a gas chamber and stab them in the throat?
No, it would not.
It would not. Okay then. So it's not the moral agency.
Right, so you're admitting that what?
No, it is the moral agency because
No, because you wait, but you just
someone who's incapable
premise being false.
who's unable to conceptualize morality is not indicative of the entire species. It's not normal for that species or that group.
Yeah, but they are
we
an
don't
individual.
judge people based on the severely handicapped or babies.
Yeah, we do. We create laws to protect the mentally disabled. We do treat mentally disabled people differently, and we do take. We don't
That's
just
not
like.
what I said. We don't. I said we don't judge how humans act based on the way infants act and the way the severely handicapped act.
I'm not talking about humans in general. I want to know the morally substantive difference between the individual pig and the individual human.
That's it. I told you it's the moral agency.
Pig doesn't understand what morality is, so it doesn't matter.
I'm saying if a human didn't understand what morality was, but they're still innocent, they're not harming anyone, would it be okay to dump them in a gas chamber, stab them in the throat, and turn them into bacon?
No, because
I've
they're
already
humans.
told you.
No, okay.
Right, the answer is that they're human.
Wait, the answer is...
And we're not going to judge the entire species of humanity based on how we act or what we're capable of understanding
Okay,
as
why
an
not?
infant or severely handicapped.
Wait,
So what's
hold on.
the-
Can I ask you something, Cain?
Okay. No. Well, okay. No. Wait. Let's just get to the bottom of this, right? I'm talking about between the individual pig themselves, the individual human themselves. What is the trait that means, say we'll trait equalize a human, they show no greater degree of moral agency than the pig does. Why is it okay to murder the pig and not the human? What is the trait difference there that justifies the difference?
I would say
Treatment. No, I'm not talking about
Yeah,
most
the moral
humans. I'm talking about the
agency,
human with the same amount of moral agency as a pig. Why is it wrong
Because
to kill that
that's a
human and
special
not the pig?
case.
No, yeah, I'm talking about a special case. Why is it not? Why is
You
it?
do that because there are no pigs that understand morality, but most humans understand morality. Just
Okay.
as one person
Well, first of
doesn't-
all,
you can't apply that.
evidence needed, citation needed for that. Like you're gonna have to prove it. That
Okay.
burden of proof would be on you. But secondly, right, I'm saying a hypothetical of a human, that individual human with the same level of moral agency as the individual pig. Why is it okay to stab the pig and not the human? Why? What is the trait difference?
Because all pigs don't understand morality, but only
I'm
that
not
one
talking
human
about
doesn't.
all pigs. I'm talking about just that pig. Are you listening? The difference between that pig and that human. What is the difference between that pig and that human?
A human is
It's the
human and the pig is a
species.
pig.
Okay,
Right,
so
that's
just
it,
the
that's the
species. Okay.
No.
Why is that morally
The
relevant?
reason why, Big Bag, that's exactly what
Because
it is.
I
It's
can relate
morals.
to a human and I
The
can
moral
relate.
relevancy.
Oh, so it's about what you-
between humans
Okay.
and the pig. Morals.
Dynamite. The issue here is that babies and severely disabled humans only have the potential to have that same moral agency that other humans have. So your whole
But they're
argument,
still human.
right? But they only have the potential
Yeah.
for personhood under your
But they're
definition.
still
So why?
humans. I grant them personhood because they are humans.
Right, but that is just an
They are
assumption.
capable.
No,
But
they
you
are
don't
not.
assume that mentally handicapped are not humans?
They merely have the potential to be capable, but they are not capable.
So you don't think that mentally handicapped are humans?
I'm not
Wait,
saying
what?
that.
So strawmanning us.
You said they
Jesus,
are-
you love strawman
I-
arguments.
I
You
said
lo-
I said they only have the potential for.
See, I would
Moral
say that they are a human, straight up.
I'm not saying that they're not a human. Can you listen to me and stop cutting me off every 2 seconds? Then you will probably understand what I'm saying if you didn't cut me off every 2 seconds.
Maybe you're cutting out. Like I said, I'm going through the dead zones here, so I'm getting like every other word.
Okay,
So don't
that-
talk then.
and mentally disabled humans only have the potential for the moral agency you claim makes them a human. I mean, not a human, a person deserving of personhood. That is the issue here.
I'll lump them in. If they're a human, they are in the same category, regardless of their mental state or how developed they are.
Definition of personhood. So I'm asking, why are you granting them personhood if they do not fit the definition?
I told you, because they're humans. I'm lumping them in with the same species.
Okay.
Whether or not they fit the mental capacity for it or the developmental stage of it, they're still people.
Okay, so you're saying species is a trait then?
I'm saying that the morality is the trait, and if they are in the same species as one that has moral agency, they are included in that.
Okay,
it's not okay to kill them.
Okay, so species and morality. Those are the traits. So those are your traits.
I think species is a pretty big trait.
Okay. So why is that a morally relevant trait? Why does that matter when it comes to stabbing someone?
Because this species is capable of is a moral agent, right?
No, not all of them. I'm talking about the individual. Why is species a relevant trait?
For an individual?
Yeah, why is it?
Because you belong to the species. You're a human.
Okay,
you belong to mankind.
But why are the severely mentally disabled humans only accept it because of like a relationship or a resemblance to the more developed human beings? Like that makes no sense. It is very abstract, and it just assumes, and it's just an assumption that humans have rights. But you're not explaining why only humans have rights. It's just an assumption.
Well, I didn't say only humans have rights. Like animals are granted consideration, but not the consideration that you should just not be able to utilize them for a purpose.
Look, right? So you're saying that if you're part of the species, okay, why is species more, okay, so you're saying the traits are moral agency and species, right? We've dealt with the moral agency. Right. It's not just the moral agency. If a human had the same moral agency as a pig, right, you still say it's wrong to murder them. So why does species matter?
Well, I wouldn't say it was wrong to murder them. I mean, the fact is that humans don't have the same moral agency as a pig.
Is it wrong to murder someone with the same moral agency as a pig? Yes or no? Yes or no?
Not on an individual basis, no.
Okay, so no, it's not okay to murder them, okay? So what's the morally relevant difference between that one human, and the one pig? What is the difference morally between them that justifies...
They belong...
The law.
To mankind. They're human. No, they belong to the species of mankind.
Why is that morally relevant? That's bigotry.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Okay, so if I can't relate to you, am I allowed to stab you to death and eat you?
No, you can't.
Okay, and so it's not whether you can relate to them. What is the trait?
I've explained it to you.
No, you haven't. No, you haven't. Okay.
It means something to be a mankind. Like
you don't mean nothing. What?
If you're talking about individual level, then can't we say, for me individually, it's the fact that I have empathy for humans and not for animals?
No. Because if I don't have any empathy for you, does that give me the right to stab you and turn you into bacon?
I mean, and from your perspective, yeah, but not from my perspective.
Oh my god! So you basically just you think you should have the right to just murder anyone who you don't feel empathy?
Not anyone, just animals.
Why just animals that you don't feel empathy for? Because humans are animals, by the way.
I mean, I'm saying animals that are in humans. I can't feel empathy for animals because I can't be sure what they're feeling. Okay, so
your belief, under your view, you should just be allowed to murder whoever you don't feel empathy for.
I mean, the law protects other people from that, but essentially,
okay,
I'm not gonna be able to stop someone from.
No, I'm asking you what's ethical, right? So you're saying the law, right? So if there was a legal loophole where you could murder someone who you don't feel empathy for, who didn't have any more moral agency than a pig, is that ethical in your view?
Give me 15 seconds to think about this.
Why are you even having to think about it? Jesus Christ, the shit that you guys have to bite the bullet on.
No, I'm trying to see, would I feel bad for a human that's basically an animal?
No, I'm not asking what you feel about it. I'm asking if it's ethical to stab a human to death because you don't feel empathy for them.
Ethical from my point of view, right? So I have to see if I killed someone who has no empathy.
No. Say I did it. Say there was a human who you don't feel empathy for. Would it be ethical for me to stab them to death? No, say I didn't feel empathy for that human. Is it ethical for me to stab that human to death because I don't feel empathy for them?
Do you eat them afterwards, or what do you do with them?
I eat them.
Okay, I'm gonna give you a scenario. Say you dropped in like some deserted island and it's some savage tribe. I wouldn't feel bad if you killed them. So I guess I feel
no. I have a human farm in my back garden. It's a happy, humane local farm. But one day I put them on a truck. I send them to a slaughterhouse to be gas chambered and stabbed to death.
Humans.
Yeah, they're humans.
You're saying all of those humans have no empathy?
No. They have the same amount of moral agency as a pig, I don't feel empathy for them. Is it okay for me to send them to a slaughterhouse to be stabbed in the throat?
Well, then they're not really humans anymore.
Why not?
Because humans have empathy.
What? So you're saying empathy is a trait? Not all humans have empathy.
You see how you're just doing like a slippery slope? At first you said on an individual level. Now you're saying a whole lot of humans.
No. Those individual humans. Okay, say one individual human.
Okay, sure.
One individual human in my back garden.
Okay, if it's
I send them to a slaughterhouse. Is it okay for me to send them to a slaughterhouse?
If it's just one, then I guess so.
Right, so just to be 1000% clear, if there's a human being who I'm farming in my shed, and I don't feel empathy for them.
But how are you farming them if it's just one person?
God, I just have them in my back. The one human in my back garden. I give them some fucking toys or something, and they just in the back garden. I ring up the slaughter. I say, I'm hungry today, so I ring up the slaughterhouse. I put them on the truck, send them to the slaughterhouse. In the slaughterhouse, they're forced into a gas chamber, gassed unconscious, tipped out, hung upside down, stabbed in the throat, drained of the blood, dumped in a scalding tank to burn off their hair, blazed to an inferno, chainsawed in half. Their guts are ripped out and they're chopped up into 1,000,000 pieces, turned into bacon, and I eat them. Is it okay for me to do that?
No, it's not okay.
Why not?
Because we have laws that says you can't do
If I found a legal loophole where I'm allowed to do that, is that ethical?
No, because I grew up in a society which says that it's not okay, so I'm used to that.
Those are not moral justifications. Like, all of those rebuttals or attempts at rebuttals are logical fallacies.
It's not, because my moral justification is what society seems.
First of all, simply because something is moral, that does not automatically make it morally permissible. I mean, like, for example, slavery. Slavery was legal, but that doesn't make it automatically morally permissible.
I hate to say this, but like, if most of us lived in those times, we'd probably be okay with slavery.
See, that's the thing. No, we wouldn't. No. Let me just make this point, right? We wouldn't. Me and Mila wouldn't. You would, because we're not the ones.
No,
exactly.
You probably wouldn't. It's like
because I'm black. Oh, okay, but Mila, her profile picture's white, and I would make the case that she is way less likely to. That I would like to make the case that she is way less likely to be racist than you, because she's not using the justification. I'm saying if you two were brother and sister or something, raised 200 years ago in some racist family. Or even raised now in some racist family. I'm saying, let me finish, because you're the one who uses, society raised me that way though, and it's the law though, and I don't feel empathy for them though. You're using that as a justification for stabbing someone. I'd say that means you're way more likely to have grown up to be racist than Mila would have. Because
no, that's not true.
Why not?
Because I feel empathy for humans. So
no. Say you didn't feel empathy for black people hundreds of years ago.
Well, that's not possible because they're humans.
Well, no. Say you were raised to not feel empathy for those humans. Like you said, you were raised to not feel empathy for the pigs. Say you were raised to not feel empathy for black people. Would you
If
be
I was
okay?
raised that way, then I'd probably not have empathy for those humans.
See, that's how fucked up your position is, isn't it?
How is that fucked up though?
So what
It's
you?
never gonna happen, so it's not fucked up.
It's never gonna happen.
That's like
Oh my
that's
God, pragmatic shielding.
the only arguments vegans can have is like giving hypotheticals.
What are you talking about?
What if
Hypotheticals
this
are a
human-
very
what if
important
I
part.
harm- What if I?
No, yeah.
Hypotheticals are a very important part of philosophical debates. What are you talking about, you idiot?
But it could never happen. With the stuff
It
you
doesn't
guys
matter
say.
if it'll never happen. It's a
never
hypothetical. It's like if I said, if I shot you, do I deserve to go to prison? That's a hypothetical. Can you not answer that question? Because it's never going to happen? No. It's a hypothetical
Yes,
question.
you deserve to go to prison. But
Okay,
like,
then, so you can answer a hypothetical question
but
even though it's
that's-
never going to
that could
happen.
But that could possibly physically happen. The stuff, the hypotheticals
Okay,
you guys give.
who is the
cannot-
who is the bad guy out of Mario and Bowser? Who is the bad guy?
So slavery, how's hypothetical, not realistic. Slavery still exists today, actually.
Yeah.
Yes,
It is
in forms of-
realistic.
in forms of I know, like, but it's not really slavery because they're getting paid like 1 cent a day.
Oh my
so.
God!
Okay, I'm sorry, I'm
slavery
sorry.
actually happened.
I don't actually think that.
Slavery actually happened. So So
I mean,
Would you
it
just
happens like
hold this
more-
stupid?
I don't actually think that. I was just a joke, but like.
Yeah, sure it was. Okay,
No, I said
okay.
like the wage thing was just a joke, but like I understand how slavery still happens, and I don't think that's okay.
Okay then, so if you were raised in a society where racism was, you're raised in a family where racism was, you and Mila were both brother and sister raised in a family that was racist, right? I'm making the case that Mila would be way less likely of being racist than you would, because she doesn't hold this stupid ridiculous position that we should just do whatever society tells us to do and whatever the law tells us to do, and we should just kill whoever we want because they're not like us. That is not a very good mentality to have, and it raises major red flags for how you would be if you were raised in a racist family. And I genuinely mean that. As a black person sitting here right now, I genuinely believe that.
I wasn't raised in a racist family then.
Yeah, because if you were, I genuinely believe you would grow up to be racist. Like, that's what I think about people who say this stuff.
I'm not. So what is the issue?
Yeah,
I wasn't.
Yeah. If you were, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's a good chance
But
you
you
would have
can't
grown
say
up to be
if,
like
because
that.
it's never gonna happen.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, you can't. It's a hypothetical, you idiot.
I know, but like the gun thing you said is physically possible. This is just physically not possible.
What, you think
I can't just
racism is
go back in
physically not
time.
possible? No, I'm saying if someone with your mind frame was born back in those times, a brother and sister with someone with Mila's mindset, who would be more likely to be racist? I'd say you.
I don't know about that. I don't think so.
Yeah, because you think that we should just be allowed to discriminate against whoever we don't feel empathy for or whatever. That's a fucked up point of view to have.
No, I just think we shouldn't have empathy for something that's not human.
Yeah, and they said, I don't think we should feel empathy for someone who's not black. And there's homophobics who said, we shouldn't have empathy for gay
Racism doesn't make
people.
any sense.
What?
My mind.
Yeah, neither does speciesism. I'm not saying it's the exact same thing. I'm saying you have a supremacist
There's
mindset.
no real difference between the races. Like, there's no real difference between a
I know,
black
that's
person
why
and a
I'm
white person.
saying. That's
Yeah.
why I'm saying I wouldn't hold that point of view because I only hold it
So-
against.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's the same thing.
issues.
I'm saying,
So
yeah,
it
you
doesn't
can
make
explain a
sense.
morally relevant difference between the hypothetical human I got and a pig. You couldn't give a morally relevant difference, so...
It's a pig. And
It's discrimination.
a human. Like, what do you want me to say?
Yeah, why is it okay to murder one? You could just eat a vegan burger. Between the human and the pig and the vegan burger, why not just pick the vegan burger?
Hey, can I say something real quick?
No, I'm asking him a question. Why not pick the vegan burger? You can speak in a minute.
Because I'm a slave to my desires and I like how it tastes.
Oh, you're a slave to your desires and you like how it tastes. Okay, so it's not... So all that other shit you said about moral agency and I don't feel empathy and it's a
Okay.
law, that was all a big old excuse.
But like I
Was that a big old
obviously-
excuse or
obviously-
did you actually mean that?
Sure, it's like, I guess you could call it an excuse, but
Yeah,
like
there you go.
the real reason, obviously, like I know it's probably more morally correct to be vegan, but
It's a moral obligation. It's an obligation to be vegan.
Okay.
Agree?
I'm saying.
Do you agree?
I would. It depends on your morals, but sure, like if you have.
Under your moral framework, is it an obligation to be vegan?
Sure.
Hey.
Okay.
I can't lie, but I wouldn't be able to lie and say like I don't feel bad when I eat meat. But I do realize I probably shouldn't, but I don't feel bad about it. So what can I do?
Okay. Let's hear this other person talk. Someone else was about to.
Yeah, so apparently the CEO of Beyond Meat got arrested. So since you brought up the fact that why not eat a fat burger instead of a normal burger, I just want to bring that in because
I never said that was ethical. What are you talking about? What you want about the guy who bit someone's nose? No one's saying that's ethical. Yeah. That's irrelevant. So red herring.
Okay, yeah, that is kind of irrelevant. Like,
I don't know if it's. I heard it recently, so that's my fault.
Yes.
But also, I'm not justifying eating meat's okay. But they abuse animals so bad in like the slaughter factories that they want to die.
Oh wait.
They want to die.
How about
easily make that same argument for torturing humans. Like,
yeah.
Like
I'm sorry.
To be fair, if I was being tortured, I'd probably want to die too.
I mean, that wouldn't.
They're so tortured that they become suicidal, that they want to die. Man, no shit.
Technically, you're putting him out of their misery.
Okay,
wait,
so
but what if we have ethical farming? How about that?
Put it
like backyard farming. Shit.
Yeah, like what if you hunt? What if you hunt your own food? I feel like that's better.
Okay,
Hunting is way more ethical.
If I hunted a human, is that ethical?
Wait, hold on. I wanna make so okay. The thing that I like to do, and I know people don't like to do, is when it comes to like animal in the factory farms, I like to put in the situation of what if you were in that situation. If you don't mind. So imagine like you're being tortured and you're bred for your only purpose in life is to be bred and to become meat. And of course you're going to be tortured. Of course you're possibly going to be suicidal. I mean, that's still not a justification of like, oh, they want to die anyways. It's still bad.
That is all they know.
I said I wasn't just.
Okay.
If they're born into that, if they're born into that and that's all they know, then they're not like really like, oh, I wish I was in a factory farm. That is just like.
Doesn't mean that it's bad. Like if it's all they know, it still doesn't mean that the people on the outside like its nose is bad.
Sure, we know, but like they wouldn't know. So
you've been tortured your whole life and be stuck in your own room for your whole entire life and not know anything about the real world. That's all you know. But it's still bad. It's still child neglect. Like it's still bad. Even if the person is all they know, it's still a bad thing. It's still.
You said child neglect is crazy.
I'm making an example.
I'll agree. Like factory farming is pretty bad. But like we shouldn't like.
I'm just making an example.
Factory farming is pretty bad, so we should just hunt our food. Like, wouldn't you agree?
I agree. Hunting is way more ethical than buying a factory farm.
Here's the problem. Yeah. So here's the problem about hunting. We should just let the other animals who are fighting for their lives out in the wild.
Can anyone hear me?
So like, I mean, you could just go to the store and get something else. Why do you want to hunt?
Because I want to eat meat, but like hunting kind of makes it more fair.
Why would a human killing an animal be any different than a predatory animal killing and eating another animal? Using your same moral framework. If humans are animals, then we have every right to hunt any other animal because we're animals. Do you agree that humans are animals?
Yes.
Okay, then why can't we hunt?
Just because we're animals doesn't mean we're higher. Can you please stop talking over me?
For one, humans are not
Can you please stop talking over me? I'm getting overwhelmed.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Can anyone hear me?
No, it's just like when people talk over me, I start to get hyper. I get overstimulated. I know.
Yeah, it's not that deep.
Sorry. I didn't want to vomit.
Okay, can you get to the point, please?
The animal isn't like obligated to eat you.
The animal's
Okay,
obligated.
so to answer. Okay.
The animal is what?
The animal
Okay,
isn't
so one
obligated
point-
to.
One point I just wanted to bring up in response to whoever said this whole thing about how humans should be able to hunt because other animals hunt other animals. First of all, humans are not like they are not required to eat meat. Like we can survive without eating meat.
Yeah, but that
So
makes
I don't
life
get
really
how that
difficult.
knowledge. It doesn't really make life any difficult. You can get the same nutrients from other food sources other than meat
And you
Right.
can use
on
vitamins.
animal products.
Yeah.
Can I
But
ask
you still would
something,
also
Mila?
need to take like iron
It's like
supplements
it's really-
and all that.
Me
There's
looking at
nothing
Yeah,
wrong with
that's
taking
true.
iron
So you would be
There's no,
fine
there's
with
no,
taking.
There's no. Sorry, Milo, you can go.
No, you can
Well,
go.
there's nothing wrong with taking supplements. I think anybody
Yeah,
who
there-
is.
But like,
Why
Why
are supplements bad? Why are supplements bad?
There's nothing wrong with taking supplements.
bad.
It's just
I just don't wanna-
the matter
I
of
just don't wanna
fact.
take
Like
supplements.
vegans have to
I
be
know,
more
but it's just
careful.
I
They
can't
have to-
afford
Okay, what? No, can you
Guys,
substantiate? Can you
not talk over
substantiate?
each other.
Okay.
I
Like,
can't
it's kind
afford
of hard to keep
supplements.
everybody.
Wait. Wait,
Too
what?
expensive.
Too expensive? No, they're not. You can get like a big, you can get like 2
really
years
not
worth of
expensive.
supplement for like.
Can't afford it, man.
If you look,
They're-
can you
they
afford a
must be very,
phone?
very poor.
My guy, can you afford a phone to have this debate on? To like chat all this shit. Do you have
You
it?
can afford to have
what do you mean?
vitamins.
I don't-
Why?
I don't-
Why can't you afford to have vitamins?
Why can't you?
Obligate.
Because I'm poor.
Because you put. Okay, so how do you look? If you can afford, look, unless you're literally homeless, you can afford a phone. You can afford flesh, right? The
My
cheapest
school
food.
gave me the phone.
What?
Wait, we should know if they're
My
living with
school
their
gave me the
parents or
phone.
not.
No, the cheapest food. What? Who do you eat right now? Who do you eat?
Who do you eat?
Who do I eat?
Yeah, who do you eat?
What do you mean who?
What
Who
do you eat? What
eat?
animal?
Which animals?
Oh,
Yeah, the who.
I don't like McDonald's sometimes.
Okay. So how do you get McDonald's? Okay, so the cheapest foods in the supermarket are rice, pasta, bread, fruits, vegetables,
school gives,
seasonal.
like,
Wait, isn't bread made out of like
my university also
non-vegan
gives.
What if he
Not
doesn't
all
have the time
bread.
to cook?
Guys, calm the fuck, please.
No. I'm answering his question. My university gives me food.
Your university
Your
gives
university,
you.
good for them.
Okay, why can't
Yeah.
your university give you supplements then?
I don't
Because
think it's
what? No university gives supplements. That's not part of, like, the food plan.
Look, right? I'm not gonna get into all this pragmatic debate, right? I want to know. Okay, so say for example, you had, if you was to go to a shop, you had money to get supplements. Would you go vegan right now?
What?
No,
Okay, then. So it's not about I can't afford supplements. That was
it's
just
not
an
about
excuse.
supplements. You just
Okay.
said why can't you get supplements? I just said too expensive.
Okay, so
That's not why I'm not vegan. But I do agree with your point that factory farming is bad. I just don't see why we
Okay.
can't hunt our own food.
Okay. Are you okay with hunting humans? Just walking up to humans
Obviously
and shooting
not.
them.
I'm not.
Okay, so what's the morally substantive difference between humans and say deer? That means we should be shooting deer and not humans. Why are humans so special?
Because I like humans.
I say I don't like the humans. Say I like deer, and I don't like humans. Is it okay for me to
And
shoot
people
humans?
who like humans will hunt you down.
I'm asking if it's ethical. I'm not asking if people will hunt you down. That's a red herring.
But like,
Should we be
okay,
allowed to shoot humans
but
that we
like-
don't like?
it's just gonna keep going back and forth because ethics
Answer the
is just
question.
so-
Answer the
ethics
question.
is-
Answer the question.
ethics is-
Answer the question. Answer the question. Should we be allowed to shoot humans that we don't like?
No,
No.
we shouldn't.
Okay, so why should we be allowed to do it for deer?
Because they're deer.
They didn't say they didn't like.
By the way, there's
That's just
strict hunting laws.
What?
If you would look that up real quick, then you
Ah,
would
yes,
know
bro,
probably
you-
more about the subject.
Killing laws for
We're not
humans.
asking about the law. We're
Bro, what are you
asking
talking
we're asking about
Don't talk
ethics.
moral
the laws.
justification.
I
I'm just
think
saying,
it's a little,
if
it's a little
if a-
irrelevant because they never brought up that they hate deer.
I'm just saying if it's
Why?
if an animal can kill me, then I can kill an animal.
You can kill a deer.
kill a
You're
deer.
more.
Yeah, that's true.
What?
Listen,
What
man.
are you
If you
talking
have
about?
a, you can kill a deer.
You
If a
must kill
tiger-
humans
if
as
a tiger
well.
kills me and if a tiger eats me and kills me, it doesn't have to
Okay,
kill
We
but
me.
didn't
if
say
you're-
tigers.
You wanna
We're
know
not-
something?
why are you going
If
into
you wanna know
tigers?
something?
See, like
You
animals
wanna-
are
Wait,
bound
you
by
shoot
law.
tigers. You
You
only
wanna know-
shoot tigers who in
Calm
self-defense?
Guys,
I'm just saying,
Yeah.
tigers. No, I'm not saying self-defense. I'm saying like a tiger
Okay,
would
so
eat
it's
you,
irrelevant.
right?
Let's not
but it doesn't
jump
have to
into
eat
the
you. It
throat,
could just eat
please.
something else. Can it?
Okay, do you think that just because a tiger does something, that means you should do it?
Guys,
Tigers are your moral.
Are we not animals?
Yeah.
Guys.
Just yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
if we're animals, why I don't understand why we can't hunt like any other
No,
animal.
I'm against tigers eating animals as well.
Carnivores, like
What?
Wait, say it again. You're against what?
I'm
What?
against tigers eating animals. I'm also against lots of
Why?
things that tigers do because it's horrible. You're tearing an animal apart and
A
justifying.
tiger doesn't have any
Okay, exactly. Tigers rape each other as well. Should we rape?
Instinct. Also, keep in mind it keeps the population of the animal in check. That's what we're doing.
What?
oh my,
Hold on.
one voice
What?
at a time.
One
One
voice.
voice at a time.
Yeah. Okay.
Hold on. Shush. Hold on.
Okay, stop
Yeah.
saying shut and just get to your point because you could always talk.
Because we're all getting into each other's throats, and that's not a productive conversation.
We're just like animals.
I can see that. I love animals too, but I don't kill them.
Okay.
okay.
So okay. Do you think that just because a lion does? Do you think that just because a tiger does something, that means we should do it?
To an extent.
Okay,
By the way,
do you agree that tigers rape each other, right? Tigers eat their babies, when they're not growing fast enough. Tigers
Tigers don't eat
rape.
their babies.
Yes,
Are you
yes they do.
sure?
Yeah,
do not know
look.
why-
Tigers
do not know-
rape. Tigers rape each other. Tigers murder each other for mating competition and territory. Tigers rape each other to have babies. They murder
should
the young
say
of
one
other
thing.
bloodlines, and they murder their own young when they're not growing fast enough. Do you believe that? Do you believe that it's things that tigers do? Do you believe just because a tiger does something that makes it ethical? Do you believe that?
Hey, calm down.
No.
Okay, so you don't believe that just because tigers do something that makes it ethical?
Yes.
The human race also
Okay.
does that too.
Yeah, and is that good?
Yeah, it doesn't mean it doesn't mean that, like, wait. Who?
I'm not saying it's ethical, but I'm just bringing up the
Oh,
fact.
so you're saying the
Practically
only way
animals
that it'll be morally...
I think a lot of people here are aware that people do horrible things to other people without their consent.
Yeah, we all know that.
Cain,
Okay,
I have a
but-
question, Cain. Mm-hmm. Do you believe that animal suffering is just as valuable as human suffering?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, they're
Okay,
suffering.
okay, so do you believe that they should be held to the same justice and criminal standards?
What? Wait, what do you mean? Be more specific.
So if a dolphin rapes another dolphin, should we take that dolphin to court like we do?
We wouldn't do
No,
that for
because-
practical reasons. What are you talking about? Just because.
Okay.
What are you talking? I'm saying you don't copy.
right?
I'm saying you don't copy. Just because a lion does something and a tiger does something, that doesn't justify you to do it. That doesn't give you the right to do it. Just because other animals in nature do it. Okay? Do you agree? Yes or no?
Yeah,
Can I
but
just-
we humans
Okay.
have repercussions for the things that we do. If I go out and
Exactly.
murder somebody,
Exactly.
I'm
And
going
I'm
to
saying you
jail.
should have repercussions for stabbing and shooting
I kill
animals.
that person. Well,
Bro.
what is literally stopping?
Only
Can I just put something out here?
Okay, go on.
A lot of vegans have their own opinions on things and their own view on animals. Some people believe that like carnivores should not be eating meat and it's unethical, and some just think that they're obligated to do it because they're surviving. So just do not take one vegan and then assume every vegan believes in it. Okay?
Yeah.
Just wanted to
How
bring
can you
that up.
say
Okay, yeah, that's
carnivores
understandable.
couldn't eat meat?
I understand that, but listen. My cat, he goes out and rips apart small animals all the time.
I'm against it too.
So,
Oh,
like
yeah,
TW or whatever. So, but
TMI.
he doesn't eat. He doesn't even eat it. He just tortures it. Do you know what I mean? So I mean,
Well-
we can protect animals like cats and dogs to make sure they're not abused.
Well,
But I
cats
mean,
are.
what about the abuse they cause to other animals? Do you know
Oh
what I
my
mean?
Yeah, I'm
God,
against
so
that
we can
too.
just train-
No
Wait, I
one's
thought
saying
it
that's
was-
ethical. Well,
Hello?
I'm not
We
saying
can
that's
train-
ethical.
We
Can I
can
talk?
train another animal to kill another animal and then eat it. That way we didn't
Were
kill
you-
the
were
animal.
you
We
guys-
don't.
No. Why would we want to do that when we can just feed them
Because that's
vegan
not
dog
us
and
killing
cat
it. That's
food?
just another animal.
Mila,
killing
when
it.
you ask
No,
me
there's
this
vegan dog and cat food. And there's...
Kane, can you shush, please? Hold on a moment.
Alright.
Thank you. Mila,
Lady,
were you
you're
asking
insane.
me the question?
no. I was trying to reply to other. I can't see who's talking because I'm not in the screen.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say that, like, I just think that like putting your cat. I just want to say like there is like a thing about cats and dogs being higher up and like us having a more connection towards it, but it is and it's cats have a less protection than dogs. There's still people in the world who think cats are a nuisance and should be killed. And there's really
the
cats
opposite.
have less of a love. Cats have less of a protection than dogs do, and even in altogether, they still don't have as much protection.
That's a very Western point of view.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. That's a good question.
Yeah,
If
don't
I
assume where I
was
am.
slaughtering
That's
cats, would it be
weird.
okay? Would it be okay for me to slaughter cats and turn them into burgers?
Yes.
We never mentioned that.
No,
It would
but
be
I mean,
okay.
there's a few countries that do it.
Wait, did you say no? Would it be ethical? No.
Yes,
I
it
mean,
would
you're
be.
bringing
Oh.
something
Them
irrelevant.
it's ethical.
Yes, it would be.
Okay, so what's the morally substantive difference between a cat and a human? That means it's ethical to murder a cat and not a human.
An animal.
Humans are animals.
We're animals.
Humans are animals.
Then we have the right to kill other animals.
Maybe,
Yeah,
like,
and also
maybe
it's
we're just like
population checking.
the
Keep
craziest
population
thing
in
I've
check.
heard. The craziest thing I've heard so far is carnivores shouldn't eat meat. It's unethical for carnivores to eat meat. That was like
Right,
the
like-
craziest-
Okay, well, if a
that kinda blew
carnivore,
me, not gonna lie.
okay. I'm saying just because tigers do something, that doesn't give you the right to do it. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, well, bro, all I'm gonna say is like it's impossible to win against a vegan because at the end of the day they're probably right, but like I just don't care enough, so I keep eating meat.
Okay, so you're admitting that we're right, but you just don't want to change. Is that a concession from I hear from you?
Yes.
Okay, then.
That's
Okay then.
literally the only thing I can say. Like, at
Okay
the end of
then,
the
I'm
day,
gonna.
like,
Okay. So I'm gonna talk to you later. Let me just keep you in the DMs. Okay, and now who's the other colonist here? You, Big Iron. You eat animals. Motor Awesome. You eat animals.
Oh.
No, I'm more considerate. Like, I'm thinking about it. And also, right now, I'm trying to go 7 days
wait. What?
doing, like,
Are
vegan
you adding me to the
stuff.
DMs? What happened? Am I getting banned?
What? No, you're
No.
not. You're not banned. I'm just saying. Yeah, there's other people in here. I'm gonna convince them as well. We're gonna,
No, dude, I'm convinced. I saw some
Wait, I'm not
documentaries, okay? I get what's wrong, and I'm going to go 7 days vegan, see if I like it. And I get that it's unhumane what they do to animals.
So it's about whether you like it, not whether it's ethical. Basically, that's what you're saying.
Yeah,
Bro, I
but
never said I'm convinced. I just said like you're right. I just
No.
don't care
I'm talking.
enough
I'm
about
talking to Big Iron as well. Do you think?
Yeah.
Do you think you have a moral obligation to be vegan?
I mean, I'm fine with going vegan. I'm fine with just whatever, really. But
Okay,
also,
but-
yet again, pushing your beliefs onto someone is kind of not right. And
No,
I'm
yes
here
it
to learn
is. Yes it is. That's how.
Well,
We,
stuff.
Yeah, I have to disagree with that because first of all, the belief that we shouldn't enforce beliefs on other people is
Oh, come on.
is in itself forcing a belief that we should enforce beliefs on other people. And secondly, we should force beliefs on people. Like we should take action against people who rape other people, who kill other people. We force beliefs on people all the time.
exactly. That's the only reason why we're not like Stone Age
Okay, yeah, but
cavemen
those
anymore.
are ethical, you know?
Yeah.
Those are actually more needed than, let's say, that, but...
No, it's needed. It still is needed, right? Okay. The reason why we're not still savage tribes people raping and murdering each other is because we force morality on people to not do that anymore. And since you cannot find a moral justification for your actions, you have a moral obligation to stop. Okay? There's someone talking. I better be quiet. Okay? You understand?
Yeah, but also, yet again, I'm at a young age where if I turn vegan right now, that could ruin a bunch of things for my growth.
I completely oppose that with scientific data. Right, there's mountains of scientific evidence to support plant-based diets, so the evidence really isn't on your team. There's a study by the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics. It's a meta-analysis. It's a big study, and it basically says, let me get it up here. It says vegetarian, including vegan diets. So vegan diets are well-planned vegan diets are suitable for all stages of life, including adolescence. So, like, if you think well-planned vegan diets are unhealthy, you're just wrong. Okay?
All right, well, I will note that as good knowledge.
Okay.
And also, yet again, the reason why I'm doing this whole, like, trying it out for 7 days is because I'm going to cut out a bunch of the things I like. So, if I can live without them and I know for a fact I'm fine and I can substitute them with supplements, then I will continue being vegan.
Okay. So you said you'd slowly reduce. Would you take that stance with any other issue of injustice? Like, if you was the one in the slaughterhouse ready to be murdered, should someone just slowly reduce the amount that they abuse you, or should they just stop immediately?
This is a hard one, but it's better to just stop immediately, but also, yet again, it's also kind of... no, this is a whole different thing, though.
Why? I'm asking you to place yourself in the victim's position, right?
Alright.
Yeah, so where's the... So I'm saying we don't reduce injustice, we outright stop it, don't we?
Yeah. And I probably wouldn't, like, ever eat meat again until there's more of a humane way, which is, like, natural breeding and all of that, you know? It's kind of like hunting, but also not.
Okay,
just
so...
more humane.
Okay, so define humane.
So it's just this big open space, you know, it's still not a great place for the pigs, but that's when you have the few selected that you think, okay, you know, maybe it happens like every few years where they find a select few, which is, and then they put them in the separate slaughterhouse, because this is a huge open range farm where they have natural breeding and all of that. Everything's like they would be out in the wild, and it's big enough so they feel like they're out in the wild.
Okay, then, so place yourself in the victim's position. If you were on this big happy farm where your only purpose was to be a slave and have your head cut off to be turned into bacon, would it be ethical to murder you?
Not necessarily, but yet again, most of the pigs do survive. It's a select few that they have a feeling they could not survive, but they let the ones go throughout life, and they until they're fully sure that.
If you were part of the select few, would it be okay to murder you?
Well, first of all, I would be struggling with life anyways because I'd basically be the runt of the litter. So, you know, I would be more difficultly challenged, which in return, you know, it would be like depending.
What?
You know, if it's...
No, I'm asking you, if you were in the victim's position, right? You were on this happy farm and you're on your way to the slaughterhouse. Would it be okay to cut your head off? Would the whole slaughterhouse thing be okay?
I don't think the whole cutting someone's head off, because technically their head is still alive after, you know, it's been nicely chopped off. So
wait, the head is still
more
alive
ethical way is like
off.
It's so instant that they don't feel it, nothing, and it's like a blink of an eye, you know.
No, but would it be ethical if you were in their position? Say you and your family members, you were all in this slaughterhouse. Would that be ethical to just cut your heads off?
You always have to make sacrifices, so I would say kinda.
It'd be ethical to cut your head off.
I mean, if it's for the greater good, yeah, technically.
No, and the greater good is just because you want a bacon sandwich. Is it okay to cut your head off then?
Sure, it's fine.
You know?
Wait, so let's just to be 1000% clear. If I want a bacon sandwich, I'm allowed to put you on a happy farm and send you to a slaughterhouse. You and your family members send your family members to a slaughterhouse and cut their head off because I want to turn them into a bacon sandwich. That's ethical under your view.
Everyone has a different views on things.
No, but is that ethical under your view?
It kind of is.
It's okay for me to send your family members to the slaughterhouse. Really? Hello?
I really can't have a more discussion because I've had this one night when I was cooking food. So, I mean, I know what this whole thing is meant to do. I'm convinced, don't get me wrong, but...
No, well, you're clearly not because you think it's okay to put your family members in a slaughterhouse. What are you talking about? It's crazy.
Sure, no one deserves to die.
He's taking a deep breath.
And I completely understand that. No one in their right being deserves to die.
Okay, then so...
Now, let's say we never had any of these slaughterhouses. Everything was just, simple. No slaughterhouse, none of that. Do you think there would be a higher population of those animals than there are today?
No.
Way higher.
Well, first of all, we actually breed these animals into existence. So if you're trying to claim an overpopulation thing, like they wouldn't be here if we didn't keep on forcefully and excessively breeding them to consume them.
Yeah, but there's also natural breeding and there's also rape in the animal kingdom. Also, want to know one fun fact? If you release a male and a female goldfish into a big pond, it will overpopulate, ruin the ecosystem, and there would be too much goldfish. There's no other things that could survive there.
Ma'am.
And they would grow too big.
Disrespectful, but that is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. If we are the ones that are excessively breeding them, how are they the ones causing their own overpopulation?
I'm saying if there is no slaughterhouse, that could be a probability.
Okay, yeah, and you're saying that they would overpopulate if we didn't kill them, but we are the one excessively breeding them in the first place in order to kill them. So I'm just confused on what you're pointing. You're just saying that even if we were to accept that there would be an overpopulation, do you think that the most ethical way to go about overpopulation is to just start killing conscious beings? It's a yes or no question. I mean,
I get that, and I totally understand what's going on. It's just, I'm debating with my head right now, so. ... For the most part, yeah, it's not ethical.
Okay, very good. Okay, so...
I was sweating.
Okay, so you'd be okay. Okay, so let me just ask you again. If your family members were on a farm being sent to a slaughterhouse, is that okay for them to go to the slaughterhouse and be turned into a bacon sandwich?
I have to go with no.
No. Okay. So is it okay for pigs to go to the slaughterhouse to be turned into a bacon sandwich?
Oh.
No. Okay then, so do we have an obligation to be vegan?
Yes.
Hey, very good. We got there eventually.
Woohoo!
Very good. Okay, look, let me just put you in my DMs. I'll message you later.
Alright.
You mentioned having concerns about your diet. You could ask like a mentor or like anyone on the staff team for like the Veg Curious role, and it would give you access to diet support.
Yeah. I don't know if I already have that or not. And then I also, like I brought up, I was the whole trying it out for 7 days, and I've done, and like most of the things I ate today were not vegan. And then I was like, you know what? Might as well just see how it plays out as vegan. And, I'm starting to see that I think I might like it more than if I was not vegan. And I'm just starting to regret all the things I've done. But, yeah.
Yeah, you guys are gonna have to talk very quietly because my sister's in the other room trying to sleep. So yeah, Mila, do you have a response to that? Mila, you're gonna have to like kind of take over the conversation from this point.
Okay. So, can you repeat what you said? Like, I'm not gonna like.
So
like,
it was like
I wasn't paying attention.
Let's see. I'm gonna go through the chat log and find where I said, I'm starting like the whole 7-day thing. And, yeah.
Okay, and if you don't like the new plant-based diet, you're just gonna go back to eating meat, I assume?
I'm gonna try my best not to. And I mean that as like a really for sure that I'm going to try my best not to.
Would you try, I'm going to ask you, would you try with any other issue of injustice? Like if your family members were being murdered in the slaughterhouse, and would you try to stop eating that flesh, or would you just stop immediately?
Stop immediately.
Okay then, so please don't compromise with the animals because they would suffer just the way you and your family would, okay?
Okay.
Okay, there you go. I'm gonna have to be very quiet from this point because, yeah. I don't know if you can still hear me. I'm gonna have to be very quiet.
And I don't know if this person is still here, but there was someone earlier that mentioned if we believe that animals are deserving of personhood, should we treat them the same way we would treat other humans, like taking them to justice or whatever? And to respond to that, I would just say that that's like most animals, their intelligence levels are on par with like a 1 to 3 year old child. So that's just like asking, well, if we don't take babies to justice, why should we take older humans to justice? Like it just doesn't make any sense. It's not a realistic analogy.
I don't. Dolphins are pretty smart, and they brought up the fact with dolphins. So that's also something to look into, I forget if dolphins are smarter than humans or not. I'm gonna look that up right now, see if I can back up or debunk. So.
Well.
No. Dolphins do not compose about the same cognitivity that we do, so they're not as intelligent.
Wait, what do you mean as we do? Like what age range? Because there's usually an age range that it is referred to.
I just looked up are dolphins smarter than humans, and it just says no.
Okay, well,
right, but
just because it says something on Google, that doesn't mean it's true. You understand that, right? Hope I don't have to explain something so basic, but this is.
I mean, dolphins have the capacity to rape other dolphins. I don't think babies have the capacity to rape other babies.
Yeah, but
and I was just looking that up.
I'm saying just because like some humans rape each other. I'm saying just because.
Yeah, and we take them to prison.
Yeah, I'm saying just because other animals do something, that doesn't mean we should do it.
But depending on their mental abilities, they might not go to prison. Like they may be sent to a hospital instead. So we don't even take humans the same justice as we do most humans. So I'm not really sure.
We put violent people away. Is my point. Like it doesn't matter if the person is severely mentally handicapped. The point is that they hurt somebody, or they killed somebody, or they raped somebody. God forbid. Do you think they belong in jail, regardless of their mental capacity?
And when dogs are violent and they attack people, like we lock them away. So
Yeah, or we put them down.
Yeah, kind of like the.
So what's your point? I don't understand.
Wait, hold on.
My point.
If we can put down animals, wouldn't that still be considered like killing an animal? Because I mean, it is.
So do you think euthanasia is justifiable?
I mean, yeah, that's what I was about to say. That really relates more to that than veganism.
I mean, the whole reason I'm in this server is to learn more about veganism and stuff.
I don't know. I guess like just because somebody has a mental illness doesn't mean that we don't lock them up. Like you said, like they may not always go to prison, but we'll put them in a mental institution. I think that's a whole other problem. Like I don't think that we should put the mental. Anyway, my point is that we put those people up. So I don't understand why we want to do the same to other animals, because like you said, humans are animals, so it doesn't correlate, I guess.
Wait, guys, by the way, is this going to lead to a justification for cutting animals' heads off and turning them into steak, burgers, sausages, etc.? Or is this just a distraction? Because it sounds like it's just a distraction.
I have no clue.
Okay, well, Mila, I think that, yeah, they are trying to, either consciously or subconsciously, they're probably trying to distract you, so if you want to have a conversation back to...
I'm not. I don't know why you're speaking for me, LMAO, but Mila, I would really appreciate your thoughts.
Okay, yeah, I want to know how you
because it absolutely does have something to do with veganism. Like, veganism is avoiding animal cruelty at all practicality, like, whatever the fuck. I can't pronounce that word.
Okay, do you have a justification for cutting animals' heads off? And turn them into leather jackets.
That's not.
Do you want to go into that?
Why is it not a justification? What separates us? What is the main factor that separates from humans and animals?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was about to ask you.
What is the difference? Mila? What's your name?
It's Mila.
Okay. Mila, yeah.
I just have like a quick question for you. So, do cats, dogs, pigs, and other chickens, as well as other conscious and feeling animals, more closely resemble us as humans, or are they more similar to plants and rocks?
What do you mean? Like, what do you mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean?
Like, are you asking me if animals and plants are the same?
No, okay. So obviously, plants and rocks are not persons. Like, they are not assigned personhood. So I'm asking, do you believe animals are more closely resemble us as conscious and feeling beings, or do they more closely resemble plants, completely mindless beings?
Oh, no, I don't assign personhood to animals, if that's what you're asking. But no.
Right, and I'm asking why.
Because they're animals.
That's not a justification. It's just
why?
It's just an assumption.
What do you mean it's an assumption? You're assuming that
it assumes that animals have no rights, but it doesn't explain why. Like, you're saying it's an animal. You're saying an animal doesn't have rights because it's an animal. That's not an explanation. It just restates the claim. It's an animal. Yeah, we get that. But it doesn't explain how it is morally relevant.
Okay, so this brings up an interesting point that Cain said. Cain said, I think somebody else said that they force we as humans force morality on other people, right? In morality, it can be associated with laws. Obviously, rape is illegal. Like, if you rape somebody, you will go to prison. Like, that's unquestionable, right? That's our law system. We force morality on people. That's our law. That's why slavery is illegal now. That's why black people can vote. That's why we have all these ethical things, like women can vote, et cetera, et cetera. So why aren't animals doing the same? Why don't we grant those animals the same rights as humans? Do you do you believe that voting is a basic human right?
Can I just how does this answer my original question to you? Because it just seems like you're trying to distract from my question.
No, I'm not. I'm genuinely asking.
Okay, I didn't cut you off while you were talking, so I expect the same treatment. Okay. So again, I'm just asking you to explain the correlation from this to my original question. Like, what is this supposed to prove?
That to be granted a right, you have to be aware enough to know what a right is. Because if you take the rights from another person, if you kill somebody, that's taking the rights away. And therefore, you'll have your rights be taken away as a result. But if an animal kills a human, they don't have any rights. We can't do anything. Like, we can't put them in prison. Like, we can't send them to a mental institution because they're animals. Like, they have no moral agency.
Do you agree that there is a difference between legal rights and moral rights?
Legal rights, I think my moral system falls under the law. Like, obviously, I think rape is illegal, should be illegal. I think child pornography, the distribution, all that stuff should be illegal.
Not the point.
My point is that it coincides with the law, yes.
Hello? I can't hear you guys.
Yeah, I can't hear Mila.
Mila, I can't hear ya. Okay. Do you think that just because something's legal, that makes it ethical?
Not inherently.
Okay, so we can't use the law to justify our actions, okay?
Okay, but slavery is illegal today. Do you believe that should be illegal?
Yeah. Okay,
then that coincides with your morality. Yeah, do you think that rape should be illegal?
Yeah, I'm not saying everything that's illegal is ethical. I'm saying okay. Just because I'm saying legality and morality are two different things. You can't just point at the law and say therefore it's ethical, right? We need to challenge these laws, these social norms, these paradigms in society, all right, to align with what's moral and what's not. That's why we're having these discussions.
All right. Well, I just don't understand. If veganism is as immoral as you say it is, if eating meat from animals is as immoral as you say it is, do you think that we would have taken every person that has ever eaten meat? Do you think that they should be in prison? Because do you think that eating an animal, do you think that eating an animal is the same as eating a person?
Not necessarily. I'm saying it's not a moral.
Why?
Okay. So, I'd say there's no morally relevant difference between us and other animals. Like, say we take a trait equalized human who has the same sentient capacity as a non-human animal, then yeah, I wouldn't really say we keep everything else constant. Say we take a human being, right? We put them on a desert island. A pig, we put them on a desert island. They're both gonna live the same amount, have the same amount of well-being and suffering, causing the same amount of harm. No one knows them. And everything's morally the same. The only difference is one's a pig and one's a human. I wouldn't see much difference between killing them. I don't really see any difference, no.
Okay, so do you think that rapists and murderers should go to court and go to prison?
Yes.
You do believe that, right?
Yeah.
Why don't you believe the same thing for other animals that do the same to other animals?
Because they don't have the moral agency. They don't know right from wrong. But I would. Yeah, look. Once we deal with people who do have moral agency, who eat animals, I would deal with non-human animals who rape and murder. I would do something about it. Yeah. Right. I don't think just because something's natural that makes it good. I don't appeal to nature.
So we know that despite their mental capacity, they are doing something objectively wrong in your eyes. So if a really mentally ill person, despite not knowing what they're doing, murders somebody else, do you think that's still right?
It's not ethical, no.
Okay, so you do agree that they should be put away?
Well, if they're severely mentally disabled to the point where they don't know what's going on, I mean, we don't always put them in prison, say children. Put them in juvenile detention centres, and we put them mentally disabled people, put them in mental institutions. So there are other things, but no, I don't think just because they're mentally disabled, therefore that makes it good.
Right. When I say put away, I mean we my speech impediment. We remove them from society is my point. That they should be removed from society because they caused harm or will cause harm to other people in the future, and that's bad, right?
Well, we should do whatever. We should work with what's practical to stop that from happening. If there's doing something unjustified, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So, rights come from human society, right? We created the concept of rights, and
that's a very complicated question.
They only apply to interactions between humans. Like, as you said, we don't take animals to jail because that'd be stupid. That'd be foolish. Like, animals don't, like you said, don't know right from wrong. But when you apply that same logic framework to, I'm sorry for using this example again and again, but it really just conveys my point, is that despite a mentally ill person not knowing right from wrong, they still get consequences. Like, we still put them away. We remove them from society because they are harmful. Why don't we do that with other animals?
For practical reasons.
Right. Like I said, it'd be stupid. We don't see that.
Okay.
That's why I said rights come from us. Like, we created that idea of having rights, so but they're a part of that social contract.
Okay, but we still don't say just because a lion does something or a tiger does something that means we should copy it. I want to know if you have a justification. I want to know if you have a justification for cutting animals' heads off and turning them into burgers. I want to know if you have a justification.
Yeah. Animals don't deserve the same rights as humans. That's my justification.
I didn't even say that either. I'm saying that specific right to have, to not be stabbed, to turn into a burger. What's the moral substantive difference between a human and a pig? That means it's okay for the pig and not the human.
Because humans, we have moral agency. If you kill a human, or if you were to put...
Not all humans. There's mentally disabled humans, and there's babies. Should we murder babies and turn them into bacon sandwiches?
No, but babies are humans. Like, that's still very part of their nature.
So,
like, you can't argue that. Babies are humans.
Okay, why does human mean that we shouldn't be murdering them?
Because we have moral agency, we have laws, we have consequences. We put people away.
I just told you, mentally disabled humans and babies.
But do you think they should be put away if they hurt somebody else?
Yeah, we shouldn't stop them.
Because the law is there to protect you from your neighbors and them from you. Okay, you would not. For you, maybe you would not need a law to tell you not to rape or kill someone. But maybe for other people, they need that as a deterrent. Without laws, so many more bad things will continue to happen.
I'm saying a human.
We need laws.
I'm saying a mentally disabled human who can't conceptualize morality, but they're not actually doing anything immoral. They're just standing there eating the grass like a cow. Is that should we send them to a slaughterhouse and murder them?
No, because they're humans.
Why does
they're humans?
Why does human matter? Like, this is
I just explained to you.
Yeah, but why does that matter? Like, I'm saying a human that has moral agency to the same extent as a pig, right? Is it okay to cut the head off and turn them into burgers?
Is it okay to cut disabled people's heads off and turn them into burgers?
Yeah, is that okay?
No, it isn't okay. We should not cut people's heads off. People. Emphasis on people.
Okay, why should we do it for animals then? For other animals?
Because I'm not going... we don't hold the same. Assigning morality to animals is a dangerous idea, because if you let me go back to my story about my cat. Like, it would be immoral for me to watch somebody else torture another person, but since it's an animal torturing another animal, that's like, I can't do anything about that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you can try and stop him.
Okay, then why don't you try to stop it? Like you said, you don't like when tigers eat meat. Why don't you try to stop tigers eating meat?
Because I'm talking to you right. Because I'm talking to you right now. You're just using it as a distraction.
No, I'm not. I'm asking you a question. Like, why aren't you
using your own facts against you?
Because you have moral agency, right? I want to know your justification. I'm not talking about a lion.
Okay. So what? Okay, a lion goes against your morals. What a tiger does goes against your morals. So why aren't you doing anything about it?
Why? Because I'm talking to you right now. Because I'm talking to you. You. What is your justification? Yours.
They're animals. That's the same justification as your justification. Why aren't you doing anything?
Humans are animals. What's your justification?
Okay. Then why can't humans kill other animals if we're?
Look.
It's just very circular reasoning. Like, I don't understand. Like,
you're saying why is it wrong to kill? Why is it fine to kill animals? Oh, because they're animals. Okay. That's circular reasoning. What are you talking about?
Well, the physical property a baby and the elderly has is being human. The species matters.
Why?
because the value goes according to such. Like, I don't think you are aware that your diet also kills millions and millions of animals too, for the sake of your diet.
I've heard this before. First of all, who do you eat? I've heard this before.
It's venison.
Okay. So you shoot deer. Okay, so do you see a moral difference between humans dying in car crashes and shooting humans because you want to eat them?
Yes.
Okay then, why is that?
Yes, because I'm not going to go to prison for hunting. Like, no one is going to go track me down.
Because, right, there's a moral distinction between different contexts of harm, right? Right.
And plus, killing an animal for sustenance isn't a biological concern. Like, it's not. You know what?
Well, let me finish what I was saying, right? Okay then, the animals dying in crop deaths, right? That's completely morally distinct to what happens in animal agriculture and in hunting, right? I'm aware that animals die in farming, road accidents, construction, etc. But human beings also die in farming, road accidents, construction, etc.
Okay, and do you think that's okay?
I don't think it's okay. I think it's justified, yeah. Right, because there's harm that we cause as a civilization. If we were to say that harm caused as a civilization was not okay, we'd have to pretty much abolish civilization, right? That doesn't mean that we can holocaust on top of that and just shoot humans because we want to eat them, right? We understand that there's different contexts surrounding different harm, right? So it's a different context, that's what I'm saying. Do you agree?
No, not really, because you're still causing harm. Because for your diet, so it's really just selfish.
Okay, so human beings also die in farming, right?
Yeah, but we're not talking about human beings now. We're talking about animals. You kill. Okay, let's talk about humans.
Okay. So humans die in construction. Does that mean I should eat human meat, hunted human meat?
No.
Why not?
Because you will go to prison. Because eating and killing.
Found illegal.
Listen.
We're talking about morals, not laws.
It goes against my morality to eat and kill people, though.
Why? Why?
Because I would be taking that human away from their family, and the family would be sad, and then I would have to face their family. I would have to go to prison, face their family in court.
So it's wrong because you would go to prison. It's not wrong for them.
No, it's wrong for them because I'm taking somebody away from them, and they would be sad. And they would take me to court because I murdered their family.
It's not wrong because you've just taken away someone's experience and well-being. It's wrong because you would have to go to prison. I'm saying
no, that repercussion exists because it's wrong to murder other people. Like, if it wasn't wrong to murder humans, that consequence wouldn't exist. Like, we want to go through the process of taking them to prison. We want to go through the process of bringing justice to their family. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, what?
Look.
Okay, listen. You already agreed.
Let me finish, right? Okay, I'm saying if you found a legal loophole where it's legal to shoot humans, right? I'm asking, should it be illegal? Should it be illegal to shoot humans because humans die in crop deaths?
Should it be illegal to shoot humans?
Yeah.
Yes, it should be illegal to shoot humans.
Okay then, so why shouldn't it be legal to? Why should it be legal to? Wait, did you say it should be legal to shoot humans?
No, I said it should be illegal.
Okay, so why shouldn't it be illegal to shoot animals? Why do you see a difference between contexts of humans dying in farms and humans getting shot? And why do you not see a difference between pigs dying between say insects dying in crop deaths and pigs getting stabbed and put into gas chambers?
So I'm not understanding. Like, both of our diets cause harm to somebody else. Like, you're a hypocrite. You have no moral standpoint to judge me when you're doing the exact same thing as me. Like, I don't. Wait, hold on. Actually, you know what? Let me send you this paper. It's in this paper. It estimates that 73 billion animals, not including insects, are killed each year on harvest cropland.
Okay, send it.
Okay, what shit? I don't think I have link perms though. I'll just DM it to you.
Yeah, by the way, guys, I might have to leave suddenly. My parents are gonna come home soon, so I might have to leave suddenly.
Okay, I just sent it to you.
Alright.
I'm gonna bring up something real quick. You can technically legally commit cannibalism, but everywhere but Ohio, because you can find legal loopholes.
Wait, who said that? One sec. Wait, who said that?
Me. I'm Big Iron. I just changed my name and stuff. And I'm not saying you should legally commit cannibalism. It's just I brought that up.
Oh, yeah, by the way,
because you guys were talking about meat.
I'd also like to say about the crop dust, right? You do understand that humans, animals, farmed animals are fed crops, right?
Okay, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the fact that your diet causes harm to other animals, regardless.
I never denied that.
All right, okay, and you're okay with that? You're okay with that?
Well, I'm not okay with it. I think it's justified harm.
It's justified. How is harm ever justified?
Because of civilization. If we don't allow any sort of harm, then it ends civilization. We accept humans die. Okay, so look, let me put it to you like this, right? If you died in a car crash, right, that would be upsetting, but that doesn't mean we should abolish civilization. That doesn't mean we should abolish transport, right? So, does that mean that we should just be allowed to go willy-nilly holocausting humans, just walking up to a human and shooting them? Is there a moral difference between you dying in a car crash and me just shooting you because I want a bacon sandwich?
Yes.
It's circumstantial. If you were a drunk driver and killed me, then yes, you would absolutely be in the wrong. But listen, if you hit me on accident, then there would be you would probably go to prison for manslaughter, actually. You would probably get charged with manslaughter because regardless, you killed me.
Should I go to prison? If it was a genuine accident, you just ran in front of the road because you weren't looking, and I 100% I was focused on the road, but you just jumped in front of the car and I killed you on complete accident, should I go to prison? Not would I go, should I go to prison?
You would definitely get charged with manslaughter.
No,
but it would.
But you don't deserve to go to prison because you weren't paying attention.
Okay then, so you agree that is different.
If you weren't paying attention, then that's your fault. You killed somebody because you weren't paying attention.
No, I said I'm paying attention. I'm paying attention.
Okay then.
Okay.
Guys,
so
but you
guys eat piggies too?
No, I'm a vegan.
Huh?
Oh.
Yeah. Wait, but them. So except for venison, except for murdered deer bodies.
Oh,
right?
I thought this was eat animals out of a.
Okay. So except for animals you shot, you were vegan. Those are the only animals you eat. Deer. From the wild. No, what's your name? Motor or something? Are those the only animals you eat? The deer, that's it. Those are the only animals you eat.
No, because I don't always have that convenience.
Yeah,
you could very well be growing your own garden. You could very well be growing your own food, but you aren't.
No, I couldn't.
Because it's less convenient for you. It's less convenient for you to grow.
But you could be vegan. You could. So, do you eat animals from the supermarket?
Yes.
Okay, so those animals.
Not all the time.
I actually work with animals.
You actually work with animals?
Yeah.
How? What are you talking about? What do you mean you work with animals?
I take care of pets.
What?
Like my job?
What do you do for a job?
I'm a butcher.
You're a butcher. Okay. Yeah. If someone was butchering humans, would that be ethical?
No.
Okay, so what's the morally substantive difference between pigs, for example, and humans? That means you should be butchering pigs and not humans.
Bro, all I did was just laugh at his joke.
What? What's the morally relevant difference between pigs and humans? That means you should be butchering pigs and not humans. I've been saying it this, like...
Yeah, you've been saying that the whole time, but the guy that made the butcher joke, he left. And now you're talking to me, which is kind of putting a different situation on me.
Oh, alright.
And we kind of already convinced me of the veganism, so.
Yeah, wait, which one are you? So
I'm the big iron guy. I just changed my name and profile.
Wait, what was your name before?
Big Iron.
Alright, okay. Anyone else got anything else to say about veganism? Guys, anyone else got anything else to say? Because I'm not going to be here for much longer. I'm going in a minute. Anyone else that's anything to say? I'm leaving in a minute. Hello? Motor or something? If you have any other questions.
No, I don't have any other questions.
Okay, so do you concede that there's a moral difference between animals dying in crop deaths and animals being stabbed?
You're still taking away an animal's life for your own diet, so no, I think you're a hypocrite still.
Okay, but would I be a hypocrite if I advocate for human rights while eating crops where humans were killed?
What?
If I ate... Okay, so humans die on farms. Do you agree?
Okay. I'm sorry to interject. Interjection. Why can't you grow your own food?
Because I don't have the space. I don't have the space to grow 3,000 calories a day, and also there's harm.
So it's not convenient for you.
No,
Basically,
it's
what
not.
You're saying.
It's not possible. It's not possible for us all to grow our own food. Not everyone even has a
because
garden.
not everybody has that convenience.
Yeah, that would end civilization.
Do you walk around? Do you use a car? Do you drive a car?
Well, I don't personally, but I've driven in a car, and humans die in car crashes as well. Does that mean that we should? Is someone who rides a car a hypocrite for advocating for human rights, even though they drive a car? Are they a hypocrite?
No, but using a car is
yes or no?
making emissions into the air.
Yes or no? Is someone a hypocrite for driving a car, even though they're against human holocaust? Are they a hypocrite?
Yes, because you're still causing harm to the environment.
Oh, really? So, if I said,
do you not agree that driving a car is harmful?
Wait. To some degree, yeah, but no, I'm just asking, just to be 1,000% clear, if I advocate against raping, torturing, enslaving, exploiting, murdering humans, am I
humans?
A hypocrite? Yeah, am I a hypocrite because I drive a car and I eat vegetables? Am I a hypocrite?
You could definitely make better choices, like walking everywhere you go and using a bike.
Answer the question. Does that make me a hypocrite? Does that make me a hypocrite? Yes or no?
Back again.
Yes or no, motor or something? Yes or no?
Hello, friend.
No, it doesn't make you a hypocrite because humans, again.
Okay, so why does it make me a hypocrite in the animal context?
Because you're still taking advantage of an animal's home.
I'm not taking advantage of it.
Yes, you are, because you're not growing your own food. Therefore, the machinery that is used to grow and harvest your crops is also killing thousands of animals.
Bro, I'm broken. I still grow my own food.
Yeah, like I think anybody can grow their own food.
Yeah, I'm really broken. I grow my own food.
People who live in apartments. You were just talking.
People in apartments grow their own food.
I can't remember if it was you, but weren't one of you guys complaining that you couldn't even get supplements? Like not everyone can get supplements, but you think everyone can grow their own food?
No, they already left. left.
Okay.
But this person is a perfect example. Like he just said, he was broke and he grows his own food. Like why can't you?
Because I don't have the space all the time. Right?
Bro, guess what? I don't have the spare time because I'm busy with school and I still grow my own food.
All your food. Yeah. Every single calorie of your food is grown in your garden.
Yep. Really? Sure, I have a big enough yard for it, but also I can grow one in my own room. Right now, I'm growing bonsai tree.
So that's all you eat. All you eat is plants that you've grown. That's all. So you're a vegan. So that.
No, I eat meat and vegetables.
All from your house.
But right now, I'm being convinced that I should be vegan, so I'm starting to turn into a vegan.
Okay, so you don't. So you haven't fed yourself based solely on plants you've grown at your house.
Okay. I have ate my own plants at my house, and they were delicious.
Yeah. I've eaten plants from my house. It's not where I get all my plants from.
Listen though. You don't even have to grow your own plants. You can go to farmers markets. You can shop locally. Like you don't even have to go. You don't even have to go to the grocery store.
How does that change anything?
Because farmers markets, they're more ethically sourced, I suppose, as opposed to getting because they don't use heavy machinery.
Yeah, they do. Yep. What? Just because the farm's local.
Okay. So a farmer's market. Okay, so take food, like take any generic. Take any generic grocery store, right, and compare that to your like local like farmer's market where it's only like a couple and they're selling their little tomatoes in their yard and shit. That's what I mean.
That's not. Yeah. Wait. What?
Because not everybody.
You can have a local. All local means is that the farm is nearby.
Okay. Do you do that? Do you only get your crops from there, or do you get them from a grocery store? From a farmer's market.
Get them from a grocery store. It doesn't make a difference. What difference? You need to show me that it's going to make a difference, right? Let me finish.
You're supporting the local farmers.
Yeah, I'm supporting the far away farmers.
Which in returns can help feed their family and get a bigger.
Yeah, and I'm feeding the far away farmers. What's the difference? I'm feeding the far away farmers. What's the difference?
There's no difference. But the best part about local is you help the locals. You know, it's like your community.
How does this justify?
Yes, your community.
Okay, so I buy crops from far away farmers. Therefore, it's ethical for you to shoot deer. How does that follow?
I just think you should make better choices. Like he said, like he grows his own crops. He doesn't. He's obviously. I don't want to assume, but he sounds middle class. Like obviously he's not rich or anything, but he still finds the time to grow his own shit. Like I think you should too.
No, he doesn't. He just said that he wasn't a vegan. Did you not hear what he said?
I personally think that he's upper class.
Doesn't mean I don't grow my own corn. Doesn't mean I don't grow my own watermelon. Don't mean I don't grow my.
I do it. I do eat some plants from my garden. Yeah. Yeah, what does that mean?
Like, because I'm not complete vegan doesn't mean I don't grow plants.
Yeah, so do I. I eat some plants. Let me finish this point. No one cut me off, right? Okay, so there's been times in history, about 100 years ago, I think it was during World War II, where everyone had to eat their own were only allowed to eat crops from their back garden, right? And it resulted in mass starvation, right? If that was to continue, that would end civilization altogether, and we'd all be out in the wilderness, and there'd be all suffering caused by that. There'd be no policing, no hospitals, no civilization. And that would cause suffering.
Wait, so you're just
let me finish, right? So there's harm. Okay, so if we ended farming, road accidents, plant farming, road accidents, construction, etc., that would result in the end of civilization. Does that mean, right? So we justify. So what we do is we do a cost-benefit analysis. Is this harm justified, right? In the case of animals and insects dying as collateral damage, right? That we see that as morally distinct from cutting humans' heads off, right? We understand that this harm is caused by civilization, right? But we still want civilization, so we allow that harm to happen, right? But that is a separate context from just walking up to someone and shooting them, isn't it?
Yeah, but also guess what? You just contradicted yourself. You're basically saying it's okay to eat plants.
Yeah.
Not plants. Meat.
No, I didn't.
You were just.
When I say that.
I've heard a lot of you contradict
yourself. Yeah, me too. So my question to you is that if somebody goes out and hunts animals and donates that meat to the homeless, is that good?
No.
Why? Because you're feeding the homeless. You're feeding the homeless.
If I shot you and fed you to the homeless, is that ethical? If I shot you and fed you to the homeless, is that ethical?
Yes, because you're helping the need.
Okay, so if I shot you and fed you to the homeless, that's ethical.
And by my book, yes, because you're helping those in need.
Okay, y'all crazy. Y'all crazy. Okay. So
that's just me though. That's just me.
Okay. So to be clear, to anyone else listening, right? This is not my position. If you want to hold a position like help me's, that would lead to shooting you and feeding you to the homeless being ethical. That's an entailment of their position. Okay.
Hi, Catherine.
Hi, we'll talk to you in a minute. We'll talk to you in a minute. We'll talk to you in a minute. So yeah, that's what you believe. You believe it's okay to shoot people and feed them to the homeless. Okay, that's you. We'll just let the audience decide whether that's okay. We'll leave that up to the audience. Okay. Now, you, bread.
What's
okay.
up?
Okay. Right, Motor or some. Yeah, are you a vegan?
Cain DA, are you asking me if I'm a vegan?
Yeah, are you a vegan?
I am absolutely a vegan, and I just want to say you look like a pretty based activist.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, where are you from?
I'm from the UK. I'm in the middle of a debate. I'll message you later.
Okay, bye.
Bye. You can sit in and watch if you want. Okay, okay, you can sit here and listen if you want.
Well, I just don't get how it would be unethical. You're feeding people out of the kindness of your heart. Like, I don't know what's more ethical than that, actually.
Because as a victim involved, and it's not justified. It's not justified. Every time I said it's wrong to kill animals, I said it's wrong to kill animals for an unjustified reason. I don't think that shooting someone and feeding them to the homeless is a justified reason.
Because that's sick. Why would you do that? That's exactly what Jeffrey Dahmer did.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Do you know why people hate Jeffrey Dahmer?
Yeah. Yeah. So what's the difference between? Okay, so what's the difference between shooting? What's the difference between killing humans and eating them and killing other animals and eating them for an unjustified reason? What's the morally relevant difference?
Because cannibalism because to cannibalize someone, you either have to eat a dead body or murder someone. First of all, we don't really eat dead bodies of us because we know that's dead body, human dead body.
Or you can buy organ body parts.
What?
You can technically convince the doctor if you got something dismembered from you and tell them if you convince them to keep it, or if you say for research reasons you can buy organs.
I want to know if it's ethical. Oh God, like this is going round and round in circles, isn't it?
I think your points are just very circular. Like you keep asking the same question over and over.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you keep begging the question.
Cannibalism and murder is illegal because morality is a code to govern our social interactions with other people. That's why we have morality. That's why cannibalism and murder go against my morality, because I just don't think that's morally correct.
Oh my God, we're here to discuss whether it's morally correct, right? I'm saying just because something's legal, that doesn't make it ethical. Human slavery was once legal. Was that ethical?
Okay, well, child slaves are used to mine the lithium that is using your phone. You don't need your phone.
Was the transatlantic slave trade ethical because it was legal? Yes or no?
No, it wasn't. Okay, so but slavery isn't illegal now. Let me finish.
But we gain mortality.
Let me finish.
Gain the knowledge that, oh, wait, shoot, this is wrong, so we stopped it.
Okay,
now, the whole reason why we have slaughterhouses and they're still legal is because, well, there's some humans out there that they have health problems where they can't go vegan.
Evidence, please. Evidence. Show me the evidence, because I have evidence that shows you can be healthy.
Sure, everyone can go vegan, but there's some people that literally could die from it because of health problems.
Evidence.
Do you not realize that?
No, I don't. Show me the evidence. Substantiate your claim. I got evidence here that says you can be vegan and be healthy. It says
he's not saying that. He's just saying that some people literally can't be vegan because of their health.
Okay, and show me. Prove it. It says
iron deficiency.
Iron deficiency. Okay.
One of the main ones.
Actually. Okay. You think?
Sure, you can take supplements for that, but that doesn't give you.
And plus, there's negative sides to being vegan anyway. Just like there's negative sides to eating too much meat. I
got my evidence. What's yours?
You need a balanced diet.
I
forget the right
balanced plant-based
word for it, but we're both, we both.
We're omnivorous. We're omnivorous.
Yeah. We're not carnivores. We're not herbivores. No, we're just omnivorous. We need both to survive.
What's your evidence?
You can't just have too much. You can die from too much of one thing.
Prove it.
Everything can kill you.
Yeah. We're not saying one thing.
You have to enjoy everything in moderation.
Yes.
Oh, yes, definitely.
Where's your evidence? Where's the evidence that you can't be healthy as a vegan? Where's the evidence?
Oh my god, I'm just saying that there's some people out in the world that have health problems because they were born like that and they can't go vegan because of it.
We're not saying that's unhealthy to be vegan. We're saying that there's negative health effects to a vegan diet, just like there's negative health effects to almost everything in the world.
Prove it.
Like if you eat too much meat, you will get sick. What, Sadie?
I got my evidence.
I know that you keep asking, oh, where's your evidence? There are people out there, and people do acknowledge them, because they have health problems where they literally can't.
Evidence, please.
Oh my god.
Evidence, please.
I have a hard time reasoning with these sometimes.
Yeah, because
somebody, you can just look up the negative health effects of being vegan. It says hair loss, weak bones, muscle wasting, skin rashes, and anemia.
Show me the evidence. You don't have any.
Okay, do you want to know the evidence?
Yes, we do.
Okay, I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you.
Oh, by the way, literally everything can cause cancer, so you being vegan can cause cancer.
Alright. Come on now, okay.
Where's the evidence that veganism causes a greater risk of cancer than carnism?
Hold on a sec. If it turned out babies were actually the healthiest food for humans to consume, do you think that it would be ethical to consume dead babies?
God, let's see.
No.
Dead babies?
Yeah.
Would it be ethical?
I mean,
you think it would be ethical to consume dead babies if they were the healthiest option?
Ethical ads.
No, it's not ethical.
It wouldn't be ethical, right? Because despite there being healthy options. Wait, no, not if they're already dead. Because if you pay somebody, if you pay somebody for a dead baby sandwich, right? You're still encouraging them to continue making more dead baby sandwiches, so you can keep buying them.
Non-humans.
It's called supply and demand. It's a core principle of capitalism.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Okay.
Okay, but do you agree that there's a difference between a baby and a cow?
No, but there is a difference. But here's the thing: when you go vegan, you don't have to.
What's the difference?
Hold on, relax, buddy, relax. So when you go vegan, you don't have to kill either of them, right?
Yes, you do. You kill animals on a vegan diet.
Vegans don't have to kill either babies or cows. Am I wrong?
You kill animals on a vegan diet. I hope you know that.
Wait. Okay, what animals do you kill subjectively and irrefutably on a vegan diet?
Snakes, mice, any other farm animals.
Do you have any proof that I killed snakes or animals or mice?
Actually.
No. All this,
so
I'll show you.
Hold on, buddy. Is it possible to consume like a plant?
Bro.
Okay, buddy. Is it possible to consume like a carrot without killing a mouse?
Yeah, if you grow your own food, do you grow your own food?
Yeah, exactly.
Do you grow your own food?
Hold on, buddy. Is it possible to consume a dead mouse without killing a mouse?
What?
So you can't. Okay, so no. You understand that in order for you to consume a dead animal's body parts, you have to have that animal killed at some way, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you understand also that and this is applicable to the situation in which we're talking about cell phones or computers or laptops or clothing or anything like that. It is possible to produce a cell phone without resorting to child labor. It is not possible to produce dead animal flesh without resorting to killing an animal, right? So,
what kind of phone do you have? What kind of phone reveal?
Humanity evolves even further. We can make biological.
Hey, there's way too many of you talking right now. If one of you could stick to talking, that'd be fantastic.
I gotta say something.
Yeah, I agree. I try to agree with that. Yeah.
Have you ever played the drums before?
What the fuck are you talking? Okay, this isn't really relevant to the convo.
No. Just answer my question.
Have you played drums? No.
You've never played the drums?
No. Have you ever played the drums?
Yeah, I've played the drums.
Awesome.
How does this justify stabbing animals? How does this justify stabbing animals? Is this a justification for stabbing animals? But do you go to people who protesting against? Do you go to people protesting against rape and say, "Oh, well, you have an iPhone, so you're just a hypocrite"? No, because okay. Let me say this, right? Let me say this.
Drums do include stabbing animals.
What?
Wait, not necessarily. First of all, there's synthetic drum, what are they called? The heads? Drum, like, caps? I'm not sure what they're called, but regardless, you could make a drum without killing an animal necessarily, so why the fuck wouldn't you?
What are you talking about? Why? Okay, so suddenly you care about animals being stabbed. No. They're not. Okay, here's the thing. They're not actually trying to, they're not actually thinking it's a justification.
Being stabbed.
Okay, so why are you trying to appeal to hypocrisy? This is an appeal to
I just asked if you guys like to play drums.
That's not relevant.
Yeah, I play the drums and they're fun.
Yeah. Do you go up to people who protest against rape and say, "Oh, do you have a phone?" Because the burden of proof would be on you, by the way, to prove that they're literally enslaved. Because what happens a lot of the time is, right, these people, they're living low income. Not only are they not getting a lot of money, they're also living in countries where the minimum wage is not a lot. You're comparing the bad working conditions over there. Shut up and let me finish. Let me finish. So you're saying that the working conditions are bad, but you're comparing that to working conditions over here. They don't live over here, they live somewhere else. So what they're doing is they're taking the best opportunity they can have, so they're taking the best job that they can have. If we stop buying phones and everything completely and we just take away that whole industry, guess what? They've got no job now, and now they're homeless because they don't have any job. If you're saying that these people are literally enslaved, that burden of proof would be on you. Okay, so yeah, you need to prove that they're being literally enslaved, right? If you're trying
to talking about playing the
drum. Where's the evidence? Yeah.
Why am I getting yelled at?
Let me finish. Let me finish. Right? Okay. So you're saying, where was I? You just interrupted me. Okay,
I know you stopped.
Okay. So when you're talking about
playing the drums,
it's unclear because you're cutting me off. I'm muting you. You keep cutting me off. So where's the evidence that buying a phone or whatever reduces utility? Right, where you're gonna have to, the burden of proof would be on you to prove that by buying a phone we're actually decreasing utility, right? I'd be all in favor of work to increase, better the welfare of people in third world countries, sweatshops, but you gotta prove that we're supporting literal slavery where they've got no choice but to work there literally, right? Okay, do you have any evidence to support your claims?
Why are you talking about slavery and rape and all this minimum wage stuff?
You guys
I was talking about the drums.
Okay, how is that relevant? How is that relevant? What's drums got to do with stabbing animals?
I wasn't talking about stabbing animals. I was just saying, does anybody like to play the drums?
We're in a debate. Because we're in a Discord server about animal rights advocates, right? We're here to discuss veganism. Does this have anything to do with animal rights or veganism? Yes, because someone else talked about it, so I was just addressing that
argument. Please leave the kid alone.
Look. Resix, do you have anything to say regarding animal rights or veganism? Yes or no?
Not really, no.
Okay, so shut up.
That's not
just leave him alone and stop harassing him. Jeez.
Yeah, because he's
asking a simple question.
Okay, so shut up. Okay, look, you want to talk about drums? We'll talk about it elsewhere, right? How old are you? Yeah, you look really. I don't know if that's an old picture or what, but
yeah.
Go somewhere else. Yeah, how old are you?
I'm 12. You're yelling at me.
Okay. We're here to discuss animal rights. Okay. We're here to discuss animal rights. If you got nothing to say about animal rights, okay, we're gonna have to
Wait, who said they were 12?
Go somewhere else. Resix.
I'm 12.
Resix. Okay.
You just asked
Discord in terms of service, and I'm sorry, you're going to get kicked from the server.
Well, okay. Wait. I don't know where they just went. Okay. Anyone else got anything else to say about veganism? Right, because it's.
No, I'm just gonna defend the kid real quick. He just asked a simple question.
Yeah, it's not relevant. We're here to talk about veganism, right? That's what we're here to talk about.
Yeah, but so is a bunch of things you said earlier. Also, you did contradict yourself many times earlier.
How?
Said you were gonna bang my phone.
What?
What was that person's name? Goddammit.
Chief Mayhem. Oh my god.
What did I do?
They were yelling at me, talking.
And mark up, little bro.
God. Anyone else got anything to say about veganism? You said I contradicted myself, but you didn't explain why. I think I've already been through the crop deaths like a million times. The vegans cause harm to
you have, and you've also been repeating the same thing over and over.
You guys have been repeating the same argument. Yeah, because you guys have been repeating the same argument.
Also, did you see the paper I sent you?
What?
Cain, look at the paper I sent you.
Yeah, the paper
I actually sent too.
Yeah, the paper. Yeah, it's full of freaking errors. Like I don't know where this. Yeah. What? It's you sent me an article that's not science, right? Necessarily science. Well, wait, which one? Wait, who sent which one? Which study about what? Yeah.
I sent you the study about nutritional deficiencies in vegan diets.
Okay. This is just badly planned vegan diets. I never said any diet that's vegan is good, right? I'm saying you got to plan it better. It says here what depression. Okay, omega-3 and zinc deficiency. You can literally take supplements for omega-3 and zinc. You can get omega-3 and zinc from plant foods, protein, zinc and iron. The only one B12 which you can take from a supplement, right? These it doesn't prove anything, right? It's a lot of crap, right?
It proves that there's inherent
no, it
health
doesn't.
deficiencies
No, it
to
doesn't.
switching
No,
to
it doesn't.
veganism. Yes, there is.
No,
yes, there
where
is.
does it say that? Where does it say that?
That's not true, actually.
Where does it say that? Where does it say that? Wait, exactly. This isn't true. Okay, look.
You suck dick. Explain.
Okay, noting an absence of randomized control trial data showing. Do these people know what a randomized control trial is? That's when you put people in a hotel or something, and that's when you put someone in a hotel or something, and you control everything they do during that time, right? You can't lock people up for their entire lives and like control what they eat. Well, you can't like control precisely like their entire lifestyle for their whole life. Like it just would not be practical to do a randomized control trial.
Shut up, fucking black ass, dumbass, your ass, fucking black ass, bitch ass, dumbass, vegan ass.
Okay, block.
I probably should leave because I'm not 18.
Block.
So I'm gonna leave this.
Okay then, yeah, I don't know how I can get rid of you.
Yo.
Yeah, they've gone. Okay, go on. Oh, where was I? Okay, it says someone in the chat. Like I say, if I go vegan, well. Okay. Look, says one. Like I say, if I go vegan, what's going to change? Animals are still going to be getting killed. Okay, it's called supply and demand. If I'm selling t-shirts, more people who buy t-shirts, the more t-shirts I'm gonna make. If fewer people buy t-shirts, the fewer t-shirts I'm gonna make. Right? Just because other people do something, that doesn't give you the right to do it. Okay? One person.
I just sent you another paper.
Let me finish. One person not abusing children isn't gonna. You not abusing children isn't going to stop everyone from abusing children, but you don't do it because you're the better person. Okay, what was this other paper? Oh Jesus Christ, this is not a study, this is an article, right? It's a secondary source. I want to know primary source.
It's written by a primary care physician, a general practitioner, and a medical consultant. What do you mean?
Have you ever heard of the hierarchy of scientific evidence?
She has an MD. I don't think you know somebody that has that's a primary care physician.
No. The study I linked, the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics, that's 100,000 dietitians. Okay, so have you heard of the hierarchy of scientific evidence?
No, but I have a feeling you're gonna explain it to me.
Okay, so we're talking about, when we talk about the hierarchy of scientific evidence, we're talking about which studies are the most reliable and the least reliable. Okay, so at the bottom we got when we're talking about what's not on the hierarchy, we're talking about personal anecdotes, gut feelings, some guy you know. When we're talking about on the hierarchy, at the bottom we've got case reports, we've got animal trials, and then we got say expert opinions, which is what you just said. At the top, at the very tippy top, we've got meta-analyses and systematic reviews, which is what I've sent you. So my study that I've sent you is higher up on the hierarchy of scientific evidence.
Okay, well, this woman has 10 plus years in internal medicine and general practice, and it says she specializes in preventing and treating cardiovascular, respiratory, and gastrointestinal diseases. So I'm pretty sure she knows more than whatever you just sent me.
Okay, no, she doesn't.
She also
made the study that I sent. There's a hierarchy.
She also says she's committed to promoting.
You put me in timeout for 7 days, bro. Timeout for 7 days. That's a lot of time.
Skill issue.
Okay, look, like I just said,
I was talking about drums,
expert opinions are lower down on the hierarchy than
I was talking about
meta-analyses.
drums. You put me in timeout for a week for talking about drums.
You just brought up something.
Oh my god!
Because you wanted to change the conversation, and you got him suspended.
I did change the conversation.
Yeah, because you want to talk about something happy, lighten up the mood in this.
Yeah. Well, if you want to talk about drums, go elsewhere. We're here to discuss.
You lighten the mood in the server.
What? Look, has anyone else got anything else to say?
Go look at the thing I sent you.
Yeah, I looked at it. It's too low on the hierarchy of scientific evidence. No matter how.
So you know more than a primary care physician.
No. The Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics has more evidence.
So you know more than a primary care physician with 10 plus years in internal medicine and general practice.
Okay, no. The study I cited is higher up on the hierarchy of scientific evidence than what you just cited, right? So, regardless of what you think, regardless of how many qualifications he has, there's a hierarchy of evidence. Do you understand?
Oh my god, just listen to whatever this person's saying. I don't know. I don't want to assume their gender. But hear them out, because it sounds like the person that wrote that whole article has more knowledge than whatever you're trying to send.
Yeah, no, they don't. This is 100,000, an organization of 100,000 dietitians. They know what they're talking about. This is just one dietitian.
He knows what he's talking about too, bruh. Is my point.
No, okay, but it's lower down on the hierarchy of scientific evidence. Where is it? Let me just get it.
Oh my god. What hierarchy, bro? What hierarchy? Because what are you talking about? You sound preposterous.
Bro, by the way, I just have to bring this up because we brought it up multiple times. Why do you keep repeating yourself? It just feels weird.
Because you're asking the same questions.
Yeah. You're all asking the same questions.
No, because he keeps asking the same questions.
You're repeating like the same thing.
He keeps asking the same questions too.
See, what's crazy is that the article I linked has health benefits of veganism in the article as well, so I don't know what he's upset about.
Yeah, even if it doesn't have health benefits, it's still lower on the hierarchy.
Oh my god, just read it.
Look, I'm not gonna read the whole thing on the...
You don't have to, just read some of it. Then you could possibly hear her out more and understand more.
Research.
Okay. Let me read a part of this article. It says veganism is unhealthy when you're not getting all the proper nutrients. So
get all the proper nutrients. Where's the evidence you can't get all the proper nutrients?
It also says adopting a vegan lifestyle requires a lot of planning and mindfulness of what you're putting in on your body.
Okay, where's the evidence that it requires more planning than a flesh-eating diet? Where's the evidence that it takes more planning than a flesh-eating diet? Where is it?
What? You don't agree that it takes more planning? Like, you don't agree that you have more time?
You've got to prove it. Burden of proof is on you.
Bro, veganism takes more time and more planning than it does with
evidence.
Evidence?
Okay, bro. I'm listening. Okay,
natural, just natural instincts. Guess what?
Natural just because something's natural, that's. Do you think just because something's natural that makes?
You have
look, guys. A well-planned whole foods plant-based diet is healthy for you. End of story. What is your justification for stabbing animals?
Hold up, you have to do your research, find out if it's right for you. You also gotta find out good
really?
meals.
And you need time. You need time.
Oh really? So if you're a flesh eater, you can just eat fucking McDonald's all day and you're all good. No, you need to plan your diet either way. No, so you think that if you eat McDonald's, nothing but McDonald's, you'll be healthy as long as you're a flesh eater.
I ate McDonald's 2 weeks straight.
Yeah, and that's an anecdote.
So that didn't take much planning.
That's an anecdote.
Anecdote. I have to look out. Okay.
Anecdotes are not on the hierarchy of scientific evidence. It's not evidence.
What is this hierarchy on?
Well, oh my God! Look, has anyone else?
I want to see your evidence for
I did. I already did. Let me just send it again.
Oh, you said it just had 1,000 whatever.
Yeah, it's a meta-analysis. Top of the hierarchy.
That's all you have to back up.
Yeah. It's a meta-analysis.
I can send you so many more papers, bro.
Yeah, it doesn't matter about the amount. It doesn't necessarily matter about the amount.
Okay, then that's the what you're denying science. You're denying science. You're a science denier.
You're denying science.
Also, guess what? You're not willing to read an article that lists off the good and the bad benefits of
Look, we're in a debate. I can't read pages and pages of stuff. We're in a debate. We've got to actually make points through logic.
Okay, then why do you expect us to read it? You read your study. Why do you expect us to read your study? If you're not even going to give us
No, you don't have to read it right now.
That's a sense of entitlement. Because why?
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Because you really do think that you believe.
No, it's a hierarchy of scientific evidence.
And do what I need to.
God, look.
Like, in the middle of an argument like this, if someone sent me that, I would take a breather, like, okay, you know what, I'll read some of it. I
have read some of it. I have read some of it. I've already spoken about the hierarchy of scientific evidence. Right? It's too low down.
Bro, you've been saying that exact same thing, and it still does not make sense to me. I don't care about the hierarchy.
It makes sense to you because you're dumb. I don't care about
this, bro.
No,
bro, you're literally denying science, bro.
No, I'm not. I just cited.
Yes, you are, bro. Yes, you are, bro. You really are, bro.
Okay, look, I think I've made my point enough. Has anyone else got anything else to say that's not related to health and that? Oh dear, science is not a real thing.
Oh, wait, you're just.
So I should believe you.
Science isn't a real thing.
I didn't say that. Someone else said that.
I'll stand by that.
Hold up, science is a real thing. Everything right now is science, physics, and math.
So why should we believe you, Brooksay?
The Earth is literally flat.
Bro, you really just said a fucking graphic.
Someone kick this shitter out of here.
You said a graphic design of a triangle and says evidence, LMAO.
Almost at the not past middle school, elementary, or high school.
Did I just get called something racist?
Like, I'm just started high school. How do I know more stuff than you?
Right. You see, the blurry triangle graphic is taking me out.
I think I got another one. Where is it?
How about you shut up?
That's funny. Comedy.
Alright guys, I'm just gonna drop this in and I think
if you don't want to deal with this, then leave.
I have. Look, oh my god, I've gone round and round in circles enough. I'm just gonna put this in the chat and I'm gonna leave. Alright,
leave, bro. If you can't handle this, then
I can't handle it. Look, I've posted my study, the hierarchy of scientific evidence, 100,000.
Just because it has more people doesn't mean, it's always better than something with someone who has a higher degree than all of them.
No. They do have pretty much equal amount of qualification. No, I care about the hierarchy of scientific evidence. What you just said about eating.
Okay, what's your hierarchy? Because all I heard about your hierarchy is, it has more people. That means it's better.
No. It's a meta-analysis, right? What they do is they look at all the existing research and they look over it and they review it to make sure whether it's legit or not. Okay, that's what they're doing.
This man sounds smart.
Which man?
Says one.
Okay, look, I've said what I need to say. Like, it's the middle of the night. I'm gonna head out now. I've said what I need to say.
Alright, see ya.
Alright,
I'm just giving you evidence.
Alright, alright, anyone's interested, let me just, let me just put this in the chat, and I'm leaving. Bye. Okay, I got some speeches, a speech you should watch, and then and I got a documentary you should watch, and free help to go vegan if anyone's interested.
Whoa.
Alright. Anyway, any questions? I'm going now.
Yo, can someone get this fucker out of here? He's actually like telling me to kill myself, and
Bro,
that's not good.
Ban him. Just ban him. If anyone here actually has that role, like ban him, because that's racism.
Who? D3 Vaughn, I don't know.
Alright,
your face is about to look like your profile picture when you're banned, buddy.
I can't,
oh my god, I can't. I can't right now.
Alright, I'll try and ban this person. I'm going now. Bye.
No, she did.
Okay, bye, Cain. You said bye like 2 minutes ago.
Anyway, I don't know, I can put my webcam back on. But yeah, here we go. God, that was stressful. Anyway, you lot, thanks a lot for watching. Perplexed, I just wrecked them freaking people. Where's a Discord? CDA, Prax, they got banjack, they took a knock. Whoa, go on, hey, see y'all. See y'all. Thank you to the donors. Please consider donating. The links are in the description. Thanks in advance. Thanks for watching. Leave a like to support the video and type a comment to tell me what you thought. Save and share this video around so more people will watch. Be more connected to me and my work on social media. Links in the description, and please consider donating to help support the channel. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a video. CDA.